All right, how's it going, everybody? Top of the morning there, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well, and thank you for your time. All right, so look, I want to say this, okay, about our armed service members and all that. All that, okay. I appreciate what you do, particularly the Marines, because I'm about to talk about you guys. I did, I was a service member myself at one time. I did 2 years in the reserve, and I did the 10 and a half, 11 years active. Been all around the world. I've been over the war and all that other stuff a couple of times. And after I got out, I contracted for a few years. Okay, so I did my hard time. So I understand the struggle. I want to say that I'm proud of the troops, past and present. I'm proud of the troops, but I'm not proud of this war, particularly that's what's going on over there in Eastern Europe. Okay, where many of you guys and some of y'all was around in the last campaign in Iraq and Afghanistan are still trying to lick your wounds from that campaign, okay, the prior one. But we got to, I wanted to get into this topic about the Marines because right now, you guys are like, I hate to tell you, are on the, you guys are the common denominator. I'll put it to you like that, okay. First and foremost, you guys, the Marines, y'all don't have an appointed leader. Something about I saw it this morning in the Pentagon. I guess the promotion, or maybe it's that particular promotion, is on hold right now because of some controversy over about an abortion rule or something like that. All right. I thought they promoted a brother, whatever, for a 4-star general. Okay. And I don't know, maybe is that for the chief of staff or that's for maybe the general of the Marines. If somebody could let me know in the comments box, let me know, okay, what's going on with that? Why the Marines don't have an appointed uh, leader, okay? But what I really want to get into is about this story here, and there's conflicting reports of this incident with this 14-year-old girl that was found in the barracks at Camp Pendleton in California. Camp Pendleton is 40 miles north of San Diego in Oceanside, California. It's the largest Marine base, okay, in the world. Now, the article that I read yesterday, and actually I did do a video yesterday, but for some reason my camera stopped. The article I read was the grandmother of this girl was found missing on the 13th of June. I'm sorry, not found missing, was reported missing. My apologies. And the rest of the article stated, this is the article now, stated that she was sold into uh, sex trafficking, like sex slavery or whatever, and was found in those barracks. Okay. Now, the article that I read is in newsbreak.com that stated that the age and then the person, which was a Marine soldier that she was with, wasn't identified and there was no arrest. And like I say, they didn't want to say any details about the girl because she's a minor. That's fine. But I saw 4 or 5 other podcasts from very credible sources, including the news out there in that area, that was saying that the girl was 14. The girl had some learning disabilities or something like that, or attention deficit. Okay. And there was an arrest made. You can see the pictures of a soldier being carried out to look like it may have been a police truck or police vehicle in cuffs with his hands behind his back being escorted. Okay. So both those articles, including those podcasts, that came out the same day. All right. Now let me tell you some other details or whatever about this story here. Okay, the aunt of this young girl had came on social media and said that this girl was raped. All right, and then she did mention that the girl had these learning disabilities and all that stuff, and he wanted to get to the bottom of it, and the Marines was trying to cover it up. Okay. Uh, Other details, all right, was saying that the news had reported this girl was missing on June 10th, and then the girl was found in the barracks on June the 28th. Okay. And just yesterday, from the time of making of this video, so today is the 11th. So yesterday on the 10th, then these stories all of a sudden now they came out at the same time. That's what, almost what, 2 weeks after the fact. Okay, so that makes me think somewhere between the mother, the news, and then the Marines or whatever, are they trying to cover this thing up, or they trying to soften it, or are they trying to figure out what BS story that they want to try to tell? Okay, that could be acceptable to the public. But any way that you look at it, it looks like very, very bad. Okay, particularly for that soldier. Okay, I mean that particular soldier. And if you find your or a soldier like that and like to do stuff like that, dear viewer, okay, that there's plenty young ladies or whatever of age, okay, that you could talk to and so forth, okay, without jeopardizing your Marine career. Now, when I was I used to hear stories about girls being raped in the barracks and stuff like that, and I knew some of my boys, they were younger, okay. Maybe they might have been 19 or 20. They may have went over there to the Catholic school when I was stationed in El Paso, okay, to talk to girls over there and so forth. And what I would hope, if nothing else, there will be at least like 17 or something like that, okay. I used to hear about stories or whatever about paraphernalia in the military, okay, because they have that type of stuff going on, okay. Yes, in the military too, they have. There was an incident, for an example, where he was like a sergeant first class or a master sergeant, was molesting his daughter, and she went to the chaplain, that's the preacher, and confessed, and that's how he ended up getting in trouble. So I'm thinking the right person had to hear about this incident with this young girl and so forth, because those barracks are two-person barracks, okay, and they would be monitored by what they call charge of quarters, the CQ, okay, would do like a fire guard every hour or every 2 hours and so forth, okay. So I'm just thinking, if she was found on the 28th, then that means that she was in those barracks for like a day, okay, at least a day. But again, to the eyes of the general public, and it's not about always reality. It's about perception. Many people are going to look at this as, if she was missing on the 10th or the 13th of June and found on the 28th of June, that's going to make it look like she was there for what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, okay. And again, how come there could be nobody during the day and night, okay, would these guys be on duty or at night, okay, they'll have maybe parties and all that, or like the charge of quarters or somebody maybe above them, they call it, I think, what did they call it, staff duty, okay, and then nobody would know, okay. How come nobody would know? So that tells me is the Marines trying to soften this thing up, all right. In closing, I'm gonna say this. I know that some girls, and I'm not saying all soldiers or whatever, okay, that maybe like to try to to pick up on soldiers, and soldiers maybe go to places where they could pick up on young girls or even women, or go to those bars right off base and so forth, okay, hoping that they could snag up a young gal, or I don't know, maybe before deployment they can maybe marry somebody, okay, before they end up going to war, maybe so they can have somebody to worry about. And some of the ladies maybe want to get married for security or for whatever reason. Some actually hope maybe that these soldiers get killed so they can get that insurance money. What's that? What, $400,000? Okay, different variables there. But you that maybe if you are in these areas where there's soldiers at, and you have like young daughters there, okay, parents, you need to probably talk to your daughters or whatever, okay, about, or if they're thinking about it, some of the maybe the pros and the cons, okay, the precautions of picking up, with these guys because they're very transient. People, they come and go and so forth. Okay, they don't know if they're coming or going, particularly like if they're fresh out of high school. Okay, and you need to show if she's 14 or 15 years old that that you're the number one, mentor and so forth. All right. There was conflict reports that this girl was running away and all that and coming right back. Okay, because with that and then negligence, and I'm not saying putting it all on the grandmother, these what happened, stuff like this happened to these young girls and all that. Okay, so that's just something that you need to talk about, the precautions of running away and also the precautions of, you know, messing around with these doggone soldiers, okay? I mean, are there exceptions to the rules? Absolutely. There's some that maybe they get married and some that stay married. There's some that maybe the marriages don't work out, but some, hey, it's just a mixed bag. Okay, but that's something that you probably want to have a talk about to prevent stuff like this from happening. And I hope, the Marines well, not a resolution, okay, but a justice will be made for this guy. But at the same time, the truth needs to be told. Okay, I'm just gonna put it like that. The San Diego Police Department is on it too, but they just make sure that the child gets back to her grandmother. Okay, so that's once the military, I guess they call it the JAG or the police system or whatever for the Marines handle their deal. All right, so I'm gonna try to touch up on this story again. All right, once I think when I get more details or when maybe the truth or when I think that I have more of the information that I need to say what I think that happened. I think I already know, but I want to make sure that I know what I'm talking about. So, hey, stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for your time. Like, subscribe, share, check out some of my other videos.